Okay, so hello, my name is Neffertia Tyner, and I am a grad student at Kansas State University. And I am the assistant community coordinator for one of the residence halls here. The case study that I received is the mental health of a colleague, and I have a few notes here, so it may seem like I'm looking off camera a little bit throughout this video. And so I guess I'll get started with kind of an overview of the case study. So I have a colleague named Sam who is a second year hall director. And Sam started a peer hangout, which consisted of movies and I guess just going out in general for us to bond. And over the past few events, Sam hasn't come out with us a lot, and they kind of show less interest in planning events. There was an instance where during a meeting, Sam refused to force their staff to participate in a program initiative from the department. And Sam hasn't been responding to any outreach efforts from other people in the department. Um, During one of the staff meetings, I guess Sam broke down in front of the staff, and a student came to me with concerns that the student and their peers have about Sam, and they feel like they can't go to Sam because they seem too distraught. And Sam hasn't shared any of the information regarding the alternative spring break plans for the halls with the students. And so the staff, I guess, seem a little out of touch with it. And they were supposed to receive the information a few weeks ago, and they were supposed to have their hall meetings this week. So, question one is, how do you respond to the staff member? First, I would thank the staff member for sharing their concerns and being willing to come to someone to voice those concerns. And I will reassure the staff member that I'll do the best that I can to help support them and kind of figure out what's going on. I think it's important that I don't make any promises as far as finding a definite solution. But I think it's also important to tell the student to watch out for like an email or response within the next couple hours or the next couple days, depending on how fast I think the issue can be solved, just so they can have an idea of what they're doing, I guess what the plan is, how they can move forward with their job, because they don't fully understand or know what's going on. The next question, the question number two is, how do you follow up with Sam? But I reversed the order between question two and three. So my question two is, who do you need to communicate this incident to and how? And I chose this as my question two, just because of the order of how I would try to resolve the issue. And so I feel like with the student staff member coming to me about their concerns and me knowing that they haven't received information that they were supposed to receive a couple weeks ago, which puts them behind on their work and kind of the flow of the plan of the department. I feel like it'll be important to reach out to our supervisor, Sam and I supervisor, right after that conversation and kind of fill them in on what's going on. I would kind of give them an overview of how Sam has shown some signs of kind of things being a little off lately. And I would tell my supervisor, or our supervisor, what the student told me, kind of an overview of that conversation. And I would ask my supervisor if there was anything that they know about Sam that would kind of give context to why Sam had a breakdown or why Sam seems distraught, because maybe Sam went to them and not shared what was going on to the entire department, which is completely fine. But maybe they have more background or further knowledge about it. And so I guess after that conversation, I personally will want to offer my time in making sure that the student staff is able to catch up with all of the other RAs in the building, just to make sure that they are being supported and they're not feeling like they're falling behind in their work. And another thing would be to bring in like another hall coordinator or another coworker, depending on like the size of the staff, to kind of divide and conquer. So Sam wouldn't. Well, so Sam could focus on themselves, instead of having to worry about trying to get the support that Sam needs and trying to also manage a student staff and take care of other duties. And then question 3 is, how do you follow up with Sam? So I would let our supervisor take the lead on the best way to approach Sam, because I'm going off the assumption that the supervisor has also reached out to them. And so I would kind of let them take that lead and just be in a more supportive role for it. Ideally, I would want to take as much off of Sam's plate as possible so they can focus on themselves. And I will also offer my personal support as well as professional support. And I think in this situation, it seems like Sam may need to talk to someone outside of the department. So I guess not necessarily pushing Sam to talk to a counselor, but maybe encouraging it more and voicing that more. Some further steps. I think overall the main thing is to make sure that the student staff receive the materials and support them while they're trying to get caught up in their work. Offering personal support, personal and professional support to Sam as needed, and whatever that may look like to them. And I think the next thing that'll be important is to have a departmental meeting between the hall directors about what's going on and dividing up some of Sam's duties, if it's appropriate or necessary. And again, that'll be something that'll be up to our supervisor. And then later on down the line, I think a conversation needs to be had with Sam about what staying in the department looks like. Whether it's just taking some time off to focus on themselves, or if it's needing to transition out of the department or continuing to receive support while they're working. So whatever, moving forward, whatever that looks like for Sam, I think a conversation definitely would need to be had with them.